guys, so it's the morning of our move. We've been driving for like an hour now, and just for anybody wondering, no, I am hands-free, so I have my stand so I can vlog while we are moving because it's a good 12-13 hour drive. So I'm gonna be looking a little rough for the next week because the past 2 days have been god-awful. And if you hear, that's my cats. They're not for the drive. Poor babies. Anyways, so basically, so we came home Thursday, we got up early Friday, and we started getting rid of stuff, packing stuff in the camper, and Paul and his dad had some stuff to fix on the camper to make sure that it was safe and it was ready for us to make this move and be able to like live in it. And we were up super late Friday. Like my entire body hurts. Probably a lot from I'm using muscles I haven't used since I was a CNA clear back in May, like when I stopped working full time. And also I'm like super exhausted. I'm running on like little sleep, stressed out. It's been god awful the past 2 days. Anyways, so we did all that Friday, got up Saturday and did more downsizing and packing stuff up, and I actually was able to donate a whole trailer full, plus I packed the back of my Flex full of stuff like clothes, household stuff to donate. So the donation center got like a ton of stuff, and I apologize if the video is a little shaky. It is up on my dashboard. So anyways, so you know, downsizing was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like I had no problem getting rid of like a lot of my clothes and the kids' clothes, of course, because I mean half the clothes the kids had were too small for them anyways. So the only thing that I had a biggest issue with was getting rid of like some of my mom's stuff. Like more or less it was Paul kind of being heartless about it. Like he was just telling me it's just stuff, and I tried to explain to him like when that's all you have of somebody, like that's all that's left of somebody so close to you, like my mom, it's completely different. So he doesn't understand, and I don't think he was trying to be a jerk, but he was being a jerk. So that happened. I was crying, going through everything because I could only keep so much of it. And I'm still gonna have to downsize. If any of you guys follow my Facebook or my Instagram, I posted a picture, and we have this camper like packed full of crap still. So Paul's actually hauling the camper. He's ahead of me, of course, because my Flex can't pull it. So I've got like a little 9x5 trailer in the back that's got like our four-wheeler and some like other miscellaneous crap, the kids' bikes. So it has just been like a super eventful weekend. I'm exhausted and I'm ready just to get to Oklahoma and sleep. Like I'm tired. And I totally wish that I would have got this on my phone, but I literally haven't recorded anything all weekend just for the fact we've been crazy busy, and I just haven't had time to whip my phone out and just record anything. But okay, so in the camper, the bed in there is like a full or a queen, and Paul completely refuses to sleep in a queen size bed with me, just for the simple fact of like at the hotel when we went and got him, it was a queen bed, and he said there wasn't enough room because I took over the bed. And I don't understand how he didn't have room, because I was just snuggling up to him. Like he's a heater, he was warm and I was cold, so I was just snuggling up to him. So he refused to sleep in a full or a queen with me. So we took the bed out, and we had to cut off like a drawer that was next to the bed, and we put our king size mattress in there. Now the funny thing, like we were laughing so hard trying to get this mattress in this camper because like it's way too big to like get through the door. Luckily it's memory foam, so we could kind of like smash it down. So it took Paul inside pulling, and then me and my father-in-law were on the outside pushing, trying to push it in. I mean, I'm sure like the neighbors were watching us like, yeah, that's white trash right there. Like, I don't even care. It was hilarious. But we got it in there. It does fit, and like I said, it's memory foam, so we were able to kind of like squish the sides down into the wall, like to make it super cozy fit. So yeah, that was pretty funny. I wish I would have got that recorded. So we actually slept in the camper last night. We kind of didn't have a choice because everything's in the camper. And my daughter's really excited. She went to sleep fine, and I thought the boy was gonna go to sleep fine, and he laid there for 5 or so minutes and he was quiet. I thought he was asleep, and then he started to cry. I think he was kind of scared because the noise of like the cars passing, because we were parked out in the street, and then also it was kind of raining, so you could hear like on the roof the raindrops, and he started crying. So he ended up getting in bed with us and sleeping. So it's just been really like, it's been trying. This is really not like testing me and Paul's marriage, because we've had plenty of other stuff that tested our marriage, like the move to Tennessee and a bunch of other crap. So this is just another step in the path, but it's definitely been awful, god awful, exhausting, stressful. I'm really over moving like this. I hope this is like the last time we ever do a move like this. And we still were not able to fix the fridge. Now my father-in-law got the stove working, so I have a stove to use if I need it. Got the heat to work, all the good stuff. We just could not get the fridge to work, and something with like, when we tried to turn the fridge on, like it would get so hot, like red hot, like on the out, like the motor or whatever the heck it is in the fridge would get like super red hot. So we cannot use the fridge at all. It's more or less going to be storage. But our plan is the camper is just kind of temporary, and after Paul works some overtime and we get some money saved up, maybe in like 2 months or so, we're just gonna buy one of those cabins. It's like kind of like a shed, but it's a little cabin, and we're gonna get like a wood stove to put in there, and we can do something fridge wise in there. Paul actually did buy a solar panel from Harbor Freight yesterday, I believe. So we're gonna hook the solar panel up once we get the camper parked. I bought a portable toilet, so no pooping in a bucket. Well, I think we're gonna put it over a bucket, but more or less I will have like a toilet seat. It's like a legit camper portable toilet. So we're gonna make a composting toilet, which I looked it up, and they're really like, it's really not bad. And these people swear like after you put the right kind of like stuff on top of your poop or your pee, it does not like stink. So we're gonna try that out. That's gonna be interesting. I got a bunch of canned goods since we don't have a fridge. So I was able to buy canned chicken, canned beef, canned pork, got all the meat, so we got our protein. I got instant potatoes, just for the simple fact of I'm not a big potato person, for one, and for two, I don't know where I'm gonna put the freaking potatoes, to be honest, and I don't want them going bad. That was my kind of like my number one, but I don't know. So instant potatoes. I got some canned vegetables. I got some canned fruit, or like the fruit cups and applesauce. I did buy marshmallows because we are gonna freaking eat s'mores. And speaking of marshmallows, so I didn't buy any chocolate, right? Oh crap, and I actually forgot chocolate bars in the freezer at my father-in-law's. Anyways, Walmart is now selling these marshmallows with chocolate on the inside, so I'll just have to pick up some graham crackers. And then I basically got non-perishable items. I made sure I got some more coffee, some powdered coffee creamer. We like powdered coffee creamer over the liquid. It's better. Had to get cat food, cat litter. I had to get the dog a chain because he is not running loose up in the mountains. He's a beagle. He's part beagle, and anybody that knows a beagle, once they get a scent, oh, they are gone. They are so gone. And I just don't. There's too many other critters up in the mountains where we're gonna be at that will eat my little dog. So he's gonna be chained up while we're outside for his safety. So, and plus I'm on a Facebook group, the people that live in this mountain, And there were some people on there complaining about people letting their dogs run loose. And I know personally from living in Tennessee up in the mountain, people just letting their dogs run loose. And the ones that came in my yard were very aggressive towards us. And I didn't shoot them, but I shot my gun off towards the side of them to scare them off. Like, I had no other choice. They're up in my yard by my deck growling, baring their teeth at me and my daughter and my son. Not having it. So I'm just not going to be the person just to let my dog like run and be in people's business. So he's just, for his safety, he's going to be chained up. The two biggest reasons why people don't venture out and live where they want to live or how they want to live, or even just try anything differently as far as like places to live, style of living, is, for one, family. Family plays a big part in people's decisions. For one, they don't want to move away from their family. They'll miss their family. Their family isn't all about them moving away. They put a lot of doubt into their head and on their shoulders. That's big, like, number one. Number two is a lot of people have fear of failure, fear of things not working out, not being up to the standards that they thought. But if you let both those things go, if you don't let fear get the best of you and make your decisions, you know, that's a big part of it. And also, you know, just realizing, like, it's not your fault that your family decided to plant roots where they planted roots. You know, they shouldn't get mad at you for wanting to venture out and go try stuff or go live somewhere else, you know, where you think you want to live, you know, because they chose where they wanted to live. And, you know, as adults, we're allowed to go out and do things we want. So I think those play the biggest parts in why people don't go out and live where they want to live or do what they want to do. I think if you want to, you know, try something like me and Paul are trying to go off grid, or you want to move to a different state, different town, don't let your family and fear play a factor into your decision on if you're going to and if you're going to be successful at it. I mean, I think anybody can be successful at anything as long as they continue to try it. Like I was just telling Paul, because we got this trailer for me to pull on my Flex, and when I was backing it up, which let me tell you, I never have drove a trailer. Maybe my dad's when I was in high school, but I wasn't very, like, I didn't do it very far, or very good. So when I was backing it up, Paul's dad was laughing, and he told Paul, he's like, she backs it up better than you do, you know, and I think I do a pretty good job at it. And like I told Paul, like, if I can do something once, I'm pretty good at it. Like, after that, like, if I just can do it once, like, that's how I learn. I have to physically do something in order to learn. I can't learn from reading or like looking on the computer. I have to do it. That's how I learn. So, you know, if I do something, after that, I'm pretty successful at it. So even if I'm not the first couple tries, if you continue to, you know, try in anything, you're gonna eventually get good at it. Some things, no. Some things I really just cannot do. Like, I cannot do a pull-up to save my life. It doesn't matter how many times I try. I suck at pull-ups. But as far as, like, you know, lifestyle, like, you know, if you just continue to be positive and think that you are going to make it and that this is going to work out and you fight for it, then you know, you'll be successful at it. And I know you guys see me be positive a lot, and I am not always a positive person. I try to have a positive perspective on a lot of things, because I've learned negativity doesn't get you anywhere and it doesn't help the situation. So, but I can be pretty negative sometimes. And I know I got some comments about how Paul was pretty grumpy in my last video. And I just want to say that Paul handles his stress completely differently than I do. Like I said, I try to stay pretty positive, and Paul handles his stress in a more negative way. And he, you know, he really wasn't grumpy, but we were tired. We had been driving, you know, when I did that video with him in it, we were on like 13 hours of driving. So more or less, he was just kind of grumpy from being tired, but also he handles his stress in a completely different way than I do. So that's how we kind of balance each other out, because, you know, he might be really negative and a Debbie Downer, and I am the, like, hope and the positivity in the things. Like, I am his light through the darkness. So we kind of balance each other out in those aspects, just like I'm super laid back and lazy, and he's super uptight and like everything's got to be done right now. So we kind of meet, you know, mellow out in the middle. So that's yeah, he's not really a grumpy person. He's not very good at handling stress or like multitasking. He handles it in a completely different manner. We have butted heads this weekend because of his hissy fits he has when he gets stressed out. So, but I knew this going into our marriage. I knew how he was. I knew he could be a jerk, and I still love him, and I still married him. So it's one of those things, when you know a person and you marry him, that's what it is. You married into it. So it's just the stress of everything. It gets to everybody. I was pretty grouchy yesterday. I snapped a couple times. So I'm not always a super positive person, but I try to be. But sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you just got to be grumpy for a little bit. We got 3 hours left of this drive, and I'm really sick and tired of this car. The drive itself is not really bad, but it's really long. And with stopping, yeah, I hear you, and I'm a little over my children at the moment. So we've had to stop 3 times for gas to fill up my car because my tank only holds, what is it, like a 15-gallon tank or something like that. So I get like, the highest I've got is like 320 miles until the gallon, right? And it's like a over 800-mile trip. So we've stopped 3 times for that, and I think we've stopped 1 extra time for a potty break because somebody couldn't hold it. And the last time we just stopped, I realized my son had poop stain in his sweatpants because apparently he either sharted or we didn't get his butt really good the last time we stopped, so I had to completely do an outfit change. So last and final stop, hopefully, until we get to our destination, because I am so over this vehicle. I mean, just 45 minutes out, thank the Lord. We went through Arkansas. Apparently my husband said that was shorter to get to our property, so that was an adventure. That was really pretty. Arkansas is beautiful, so almost there.